Summer is such a busy time of year. I know if you're like me, you want to make beautiful handmade, hand knitted gifts for your loved ones, but you've also got some other knitting that you'd like to do too. There's only so much time. Here are 7 great ideas for quick gifts that look fabulous. The first one is just a simple clear plastic ornament covered by a tube of stockinette stitch. Now I did this on my circular sock machine, but you could hand knit these too, and they're small so they won't take up much time. I used fingering weight yarn, and if I was going to hand knit them, I think I'd use a size 3 or 4 US. Cast on 32 stitches, just knit in the round for about 2.5 inches, and then you cinch up the bottom, put the plastic ornament in, run some yarn through the top stitches and cinch that up, and you've got a beautiful handmade, hand knit ornament that you can give to your loved ones. If you're lucky enough to have a circular sock machine, you can knit a big long tube, just crank out a tube and then cut it apart in sections. And you just, with some waste yarn or the same yarn, but cut a separate piece, just weave it in and out of the bottom, cinch it up. Any loose ends can go inside, put your ornament in, and then do the same thing on the top. When I did this one, I think 2 years ago, and I did that some of the time, and some of the time I put waste yarn in between the sections, and I figured out how many cranks I had to do to make 2.5 inches. So if you've got a circular sock machine, this one is really quick, but it's still pretty quick if you're hand knitting. Another great idea is a set of little knitted mittens. And this one actually is a free pattern on my website. It uses worsted weight yarn and probably size 8 needles, 8 US, which is 5 millimeter. Do it on double points. You can crank out a set of these mittens in about 20 minutes. And even if you're slow, a half an hour. So these are a great quick idea. And then they will just hang on the branch of a tree. You can have them a little off center. And I made them in red and green. Another nice quick idea that you'll have done in no time. Another free pattern on my website are cabled Christmas trees. And these again are knit in the round. This is knit with bulky weight yarn and size 13 needles. Now you will need some of these foam tree forms to put the knitting on, but they're worked from the bottom up. You cast on, do this cable pattern up the center. You're working in the round, and these are actually, the reverse stockinette is the background, and then the cable is worked in stockinette. So you cable every, I think, 6 rounds and decrease as you go up to the top. The pom-poms are optional, but once you've got this all knitted, then you fit it over the foam cone and cinch up the bottom. So you could decorate these with little sparkles if you wanted to. This yarn has some sparkle in it. You can make them more rustic. Really, you can match the decor of each of your gift recipients. The cabled Christmas trees are linked in the show notes. Another fantastic idea that I did several years ago is using recycled sweaters to make a stacked Christmas tree. This is one the whole family can help with. And I know when I made these, I had found a pattern for it, but I couldn't find one that was currently available. You don't necessarily need a pattern for this. You need to go and like comb through your closets and look for old wool sweaters that you don't want anymore, or go to the thrift shop and buy some. You can buy a variety of different colors and combine them all together, or you can make more themed ones like, you know, red and white, or more camo colors, whatever you think would match the decor of your recipient. And you'll need to make circles of various sizes. And I did 2 or 3 circles of each size, and then they got smaller and smaller. So you could, if you've got a compass at your house, have your kids cut out some cardboard circles with just smaller and smaller radiuses as the tree goes up to the top, and you can use those as templates. I would just put the cardboard circle down on the sweater, draw around it with a Sharpie, and then cut them out. Now you're going to need something like this plastic canvas to secure the bottom of the tree. And you can see there's some wire that is right around the plastic canvas. So you've got that sitting, and then you just stack all your circles. You can poke a hole in the center, or you can just use the wire to poke a hole. And when you get to the top, you can either use your wire to attach a star or whatever you want to put at the top, or you can use a hot glue gun to do that. You can make these wider and shorter, or you can make them narrower and taller, really whatever you want to do. So use your creativity on these. They're fun to make. It's something where you can get the whole family involved. It's not actually knitting, but because you're using wool sweaters, it's very knitting related. And when the recipients look at these in years to come, they'll always remember that you did it because they know you're a knitter. The snowman. The snowman is my gift to my family from last year. And much like the ornaments, you knit a tube for these. And this, again, I did on my circular sock machine, but you could knit tubes just like you were knitting socks. I used fingering weight yarn because that's what works in my machine. But if you're hand knitting these, I would suggest you use worsted or bulky weight yarn to make your tube. So I knit a tube that was about 6 inches long. Again, cinched it up at the bottom, filled it with fiber fill, and then cinched it up at the top. Underneath the scarf, I think it may be glued there, but you can see there's another piece of yarn that I cinched in to separate the head from the body. You can do it about half and half. I like to put it on and then maybe move it around a little bit and see how it looks the cutest. They're all a little bit different. The buttons that I used on the body are buttons just that I had in stash. I have, and you probably do too, have lots of buttons laying around. But I did order these little smaller buttons for the eyes, and I ordered those in various colors, but I ended up using black and blue most of the time. I also ordered the hat from Amazon and the carrot noses from Amazon, as well as the scarf. Of course, you could knit the scarf too if you wanted to do that. But these are fun to make. They all have their own little personality. They're all very cute. The other thing that I did that I forgot to mention was I put some weighted plastic beads at the bottom so that they would stand up a little better. This one is pretty well weighted, but some of them didn't stand up as well as others. And with the beads in the bottom, if it's not standing up, you can kind of shake it around or manipulate it a little bit till you get the beads all in the right position so that your snowman stands up like you'd like. Next on the list is the star ornament. And I've got the pattern linked for this. This is just a little small ornament that's knit in 2 sides, and then you sew it together. You can add some fiberfill in the middle. You can make it a very puffy star if you want. This one just has a little bit, just to give it a little dimension, but it's not stuffed full. In this particular example, I used yarn that had sequins in it, and I've got that linked in the show notes too, if you'd like to do that. But you could just use yellow or gold yarn, really whatever color strikes your fancy. These, again, quick to knit, very cute, and I'm sure the people that receive these as gifts will treasure them always. Next is what I'm going to make this year, or what I plan to make. Hopefully it will work out well, and I don't think it's going to be a problem. What I'm going to make this year is the I-cord Christmas trees. And you may have seen these on Instagram or on Etsy. People are selling them on Etsy. I did find a pattern for it on Ravelry, so that is linked in the show notes. But I'm going to just use that as a guideline. I like the wooden beads in this example, and I have ordered some wooden beads that are of various colors. So that's what I'm going to use. I've got both red and green yarn, and I actually, because I have to make about 40 of these, I ordered an electric I-cord machine on Amazon, and that came in yesterday. So I'm going to just insert a quick little video of that working, so I do know that it works, and I'll have a longer video on that later. But before I hit the camera, hit the start button on the camera for the video, I had 2 skeins this size that came with the machine, and I made this I-cord right before I started filming. So it works. It didn't get stuck. There is kind of a divot in the I-cord, and you know how the yarn has to go around. It's kind of like in one spot it was looser and kind of just made a little V. So I'm gonna try and not block this, but get it wet and let it hang and see if the stitches even out before I make it into a tree. It worked well, and this took me, once I figured out how to get the process started, and it's like threading your sewing machine. It's not threading, but you have to wrap the yarn around in a specific way, and you have to make sure all of your hooks are open before it starts knitting. But once I got that figured out, it just goes. It's got 3 speeds. It says to start off with the slowest speed and then go up to the 2nd speed. It kind of warns you against using the 3rd speed. It said only do that if you're really in a hurry. So I'm not quite in that much of a hurry yet, and I'd rather have it come out correctly and not get in a knot, so I'll avoid using the fastest speed. One more bonus item that I have is knitted Christmas stockings. Now, these do not fit in the category of being really quick. They're more the size of a hat or a little bit more. So if you need to budget your knitting time, you know, it's probably something that you do in a couple of days rather than in a half an hour or an hour. But a great present for the people in your family. I tend to do it for new babies, and I will oftentimes I always ask the parents first if that's something that they would like, but I've done it for a lot of nieces and nephews. So I've got on my website, I think 5 or 6 different patterns for knitted Christmas stockings. But the most popular one is the Colorwork Sampler, and it's got a bunch of different motifs that you can use interchangeably. All of the stockings have an option where you can have a blank space at the top that you can duplicate stitch the name in once you're finished knitting. You could do it by intarsia while you're knitting or stranded color work, but I have not done that. I usually duplicate stitch it in afterwards. But I've got two different plaids, a buffalo plaid and a tartan plaid. I've got a cabled stocking. The Colorwork sampler does have some motifs for different dogs and dog paws. I don't have any cats, so I haven't done any cat stockings, but there is a section with some graph paper that if you want to add your own design, you can chart that out and add that to your stocking. Lastly, I did want to mention that there is a sale going on right now at Wise Owl Knits, and it is 25% off purchases of $25 or more and 30% off of purchases of $50 or more. Now, you know I have patterns, but I also have some project bags. I've got quite a variety of Emma Ball project bags and notions and note cards and notebooks. So if you're looking for a gift for a knitter or you want to treat yourself, those are there. I've also got some owl bags from Delightful Works that are on the website. So now is a great time to stock up on those if you are in the market for some project bags or notions. Thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate you being here. If you like what you saw, please hit that like button. And if you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be notified the next time a video comes out. Here's something I think you'd like to watch now.